So this is your first time in Canada?
First time ever,
And first time ever.
Yeah.
So how do you find Canadians have responded? We're now at the end of a 2-week tour.
Right.
And how do you find Canadians have responded to the whole message of young Earth creationism and the Bible being accurate?
Well, I was very pleased to get such good crowds. I think I've got good crowds like that in America or Australia, and midweek, because usually midweek are the hardest play times to get people out. And
Yes.
here we had really hundreds of people during midweek. So obviously there's something that is missing, and there's a chord that's struck there with the message.
Right. Yeah, you've spoken to over 4,000 people since you've been here for 2 weeks, and you've been at some universities. You've talked to Christians, but you've also had some atheists come out. How are the responses there?
Oh, like what I say, obviously, and they try to take over the meetings and forget that, hang on, it's actually my meeting. They've got all semesters to indoctrinate their kids. They're not going to take my time. And some, I just don't think, get the point. Like one molecular biologist said, well, hang on, you're wrong. We do see new information because we see it go from have genes transfer from one thing to the other. And I said, well, that means the information is already there in another form. No, he said, no, I made it.
So you're finding that the atheists really don't even understand the creationist argument in many cases, is what you're saying?
Well, yeah, I thought that I asked him, did the genes arise by time and chance, or did you actually use intelligence to make them? But he got very angry and started shouting at me.
Well, when you don't have a good answer, sometimes that happens.
Shouting at or shouting down is the usual way.
Well, we're looking forward to possibly having you come back.
Yeah, that'd be
What
nice.
do you think about that? Would you like to come back to Canada?
Yeah, quite a nice idea. Because it's quite a lot of your big country I haven't ever set foot in. There's so much to see and so little time to do it.
And there was even churches in the process of booking this tour, and we're in the fall of 2010 here, and in the process of booking this tour, there was churches who wanted to get in on the tour, but were not able to.
We just filled your time up pretty quickly.
Because a lot of different places and venues, so
Yeah.
and basically hardly anywhere the same place twice. So I think pretty fair to it that people will ask by giving them a shot or whatever.
Yeah. Now we should say that Jonathan actually is coming back to Canada next year for our super conference.
That's
So you're not going to be on tour, but you are going to be at that camp, which is a week-long camp held at MBC next year, second week of August. And it's not just going to be yourself, but Dr. John Sanford, Joe Booth. We've got a full lineup, 14 speakers.
John Sand, quite a few good people there.
Yeah.
Good
That's right.
variety of topics, it looks like. Yeah.
So if you missed out on this tour, you can make plans to attend our super conference in 2011.
2 hours north of Toronto.
That's right,
It's
biggest Christian
beautiful
conference.
And you guys are both speaking, right? And Jim,
We're
speaking.
speaking, Jim's speaking as well. Jim Mason, our new speaker.
And what is he again? He's a
He's a PhD in experimental nuclear physics. I love the way that sounds.
It's good stuff, actually. I could certainly mention in the Q&A times, having my helper here who actually has a PhD in nuclear physics, probably knew more than the critic about radiocarbon.
That's great. Well, thanks again, Jonathan. It's been just a great pleasure to have you up
Yeah, same
here
here.
in Canada.
Thank you.